Now it's time to get into some book news. Lindsay, I have the most nostalgic, amazing, happy news we could ever think of. And that is The Reading Rainbow is officially back on PBS.
Woo, 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 woo. Reading Rainbow, Reading Rainbow. You all have to listen to me sing that every single week now.
I'm so excited. I mean, we grew up with LeVar Burton's like posters all over our libraries, watching a lot of these like shows and clips. And I'm so happy that it's officially back. Just a little bit of background. If you guys don't know about The Reading Rainbow, that's a show that ran from 1983 to 2006. I did not know that it was such a long-lasting show. And it was originally hosted by LeVar Burton, which is pretty exciting. So now the show is going to be back, and it's going to be hosted by no other than Michael Treat, which is a resident librarian in the internet. So he's pretty amazing. If you haven't followed him, he's an incredible, uplifting online personality that pushes. Choice. I think so too.
Perfect choice.
Biggest advocate for libraries and public services, and like he just has this voice and personality that I think is just going to attract young audience. So I'm really excited for this. If you guys haven't followed him, you can follow him at MYCHAL3TS, Michael 3Ts. He's a really fun follow, totally recommended. They haven't really posted like when the show is going to air, but it does seem that the show is going to follow the same format as previously, which I'm really excited about. This is the type of news that we needed in our life.
So exciting. Cannot wait for the show to come out. And we are going to keep the good news train going. There was a book giveaway in Oregon that drew hundreds of people. Harrington Books in Redmond, Oregon started planning a simple book giveaway that turned into giving away more than 20,000 books. Far more than they originally intended. The goal was to give away old books and give them a second life. And the turnout was this huge thing. The community came out in droves and kept all of these books out of landfills. And because of the success of this experience, they're going to do this every year. And I think this is just such an amazing way to pay it forward. Like we know, we collect a lot of books in the scope of this podcast. Some of which have a huge mark on us, and some of which we maybe enjoyed but aren't going to revisit again. I just think this is such a good idea.
It's amazing. And like, I think a lot of them were supposed to end up in a landfill. So they're just really giving it a second life for somebody else to enjoy. That's beautiful.
I love it. All right. What else do you have for us?
We're continuing in this good news train. I love this. Okay, there's this town in Hamilton, Ohio, that they have created a one city book initiative. And the whole goal of this is that the entire town reads the exact same book for the entire month of October. The whole experience of this, according to one of the creative directors of the Fitton Center for Creative Arts, said that it's like when you go to a concert or you go to a museum and you're experiencing the same piece of art together. Is trying to emulate that same experience as the whole town is reading the same book. They're also planning a whole bunch of different activities and events, especially surrounding this book. The book that they have chosen this year is Lady Tan's Circle of Women by Lisa C., which you guys know is one that I absolutely loved. This is a historical fiction novel that follows a woman's quest to practice medicine in a restrictive society. So some of the events that the town is going to be putting together are sessions on Chinese medicine, meditation, and Tai Chi practices, and the whole event is going to close out with an evening with Lisa C., and the author is going to be signing the books.
If any City of Austin officials are listening to this podcast, if any of the Texas Book Festival folks are listening to this podcast, I will do literally any free labor you require to have this in Austin. I'm obsessed with this idea. I think it's such a beautiful concept. I think it's such a good way to get people hyped about reading again for pleasure and bringing in like interactive experience. I love this. I'm so obsessed. I love it.
It's just such a nice way of being able to get into the community. Like, honestly, truly, like, you get a book and you're like, oh yeah, I kind of want to read it. But then if you kind of get this peer pressure in the best way to read a fantastic book that is going to connect you to your neighbors, that's incredible.
Could you imagine like walking down your street? This is actually my heaven, I think. Is like I'm walking down my street and like all of my neighbors are like reading the same book I am. And you can be like, where are you at? Like, what part have you gotten to? I love this idea. It's so good.
I love it. So way to go, Hamilton, Ohio.
Way to go, Hamilton, Ohio. Okay, this is a bit of a left turn, but we're gonna do it. There is an official PlayStation art book coming out in spring 2026. Sony has confirmed it's publishing a 400-page art book documenting 30 years of PlayStation history to mark the brand's anniversary. The book will be released and is available for pre-order now. Players will get a glimpse into never-before-seen prototypes, sketches, and design models that shape the hardware development. Sony is also collaborating with Reebok on a commemorative pair of sneakers, trainers, tennis shoes, however you want to refer to them. Kind of cool.
I think so too.
Are you a PlayStation person? Do you play any PlayStation games?
I don't play any PlayStation games, but I do like the concept of this. I know that there's been other companies that have done this. They've released like this beautiful, I want to call them coffee table style books that kind of commemorates the entire story of hardware, software. It's really cool to see some of the early concepts of things that potentially didn't come into fruition or they did. It's just kind of a fun thing. So if you're really into some of these companies and have followed their story, I think that'll be fun. Like, I would love one for Nintendo, for instance. I think that'll be really fun.
That. I have one for Lego minifigs, believe it or not, because I'm a diehard Lego person, and it's like a history of their minifigs, which is like their people characters for non-huge nerds. Nintendo, I would also be so obsessed with that. PlayStation also, like, I feel like they are at the forefront of some of the like RPG games and like the really art heavy games. So I think that's kind of fascinating too. I think it could be cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm mostly more excited about the Reebok collaboration. Give me some retro tennis shoes. I'm here for that.
Yeah, look, they have I'm sure that they'll have the little marks from each one of the buttons, the square, the circle, the triangle, and whatever
that
the
great
fourth
color
one is.
too.
Yes,
That'll be kind of fun. Yeah, I'm
cool.
into it. All right, anything else for book news?
That's all I have.